Hey, welcome in everybody, FG here. So today we're doing mail call day and unboxings, and we're going to start with an envelope I got in from Van Quig Coins. If you haven't checked out his channel, he's a coin dealer, and I happened to win one of his giveaways on his channel. He does a giveaway, I think, just about every video that he does. So if you like looking at coin dealers, he shows pickups that he does, interesting coins that he gets in, and just a interesting channel, interesting guy. So I'll put a link to his channel down below. You can go check him out. And if you're interested in entering giveaways, he has giveaways going. And I happened to win one, and this is what he sent to me. So if I didn't already have this country in my world coins, I would use this as the entry. I do already have Canada though. So what I won was a 1985. If I can get my camera to focus here. Why is my camera not focusing? There we go. It was focusing on that stuff up there. So 1985. I believe this was a 50% silver, but you can see it's national parks for Canada, has the moose on it. So that was a pretty fun win. So there's our first letter. The second thing I have to open today is actually a from Monument Metals. So let me see how I can get into this one. Oh, this is in a flat rate, so that must mean that there's now feeling it around. I guess I'm just going to cut into this end. All right, taking it off screen for a second. There we go. All right, yes, Monument Metals. And I bought this on the dip. So this is one of my purchases on the dip. I ended up getting a tube of 20 secondary 1 ounce random rounds. See, I got them at $30.54 each. Plus I got a few other things. Geronimo, Joan of Arc, Spartacus, and I got a round. I had, I'll point this out when we get to it. I had a token in the World Book for Somalia because I have a coin from Somaliland. But in Numista, Somaliland is considered a different place than Somalia. So it doesn't actually tick Somalia off the Numista list. So I decided to go ahead and pick up one of the elephants for Somalia, and that way I will actually be ticking it off the Numista list also. So that's why we got the Somali elephant in. But mostly this is just about getting 20 rounds for potentially melting. These rounds weren't for melting. These were the ones that I was missing from the Warriors series. So I wanted to pick them up while I was picking up the other stuff. And this will complete my series except for the newest one, which is actually going to be coming in from AppMex later. So we got Joan of Arc and Geronimo and Spartacus. And that completed those first 8. And then for the world coins, we got the Somali Republic elephant. So I'm happy getting that in from 2024. So we got those 4 ounces of silver, and then we have 20 ounces of random stuff here. So I'm curious whether it's going to be truly random and all mixed up, or if I just get a tube of, you know, they happen to have 20 of these in stock and they just sent me 20 of the single type. Let's take a look at what they sent me. I think I got 20 of the same thing. And they're 20 of the Gingerbread Man Christmas rounds. So that's actually okay. They are dated 2024. But I think what I'll do, we always get Christmas rounds to hand out to people at Christmas. So what I might actually do is save 6 of these aside. And that's what we usually hand out at Christmas. I'll save 6 of those, and even though it says 2024, maybe we'll give those out at Christmas this year. The other ones are going to get baked a while longer and turn into something else. So there we go. That's what we got in from Monument Metals at a really good price. And the next thing we have was a win on Whatnot. I joined a room, Park Shore Coins, and I just joined the room and I saw that he was doing a lot of foreign silver coins. And from what I saw, I thought, I think that may be underpriced for what people were bidding. And his room doesn't do a lot of foreign coins at all. So I think maybe the people that were in his room didn't know what they might be worth. Or I might have just overbid myself. I don't know. But then the second lot, I got these. So I know I got a good deal on these. So what we got here was 2 Boy, I'm having trouble with my camera today. 2 Florida 2 Goldbacks. So, let's see. Give me just a second. Let me actually look up what the value right now is. Okay, so as I'm filming this, the Goldback daily exchange rate says $6.80. So 4 Goldbacks would be 4 times that, which would be just over $27 worth of Goldback value. And I ended up winning the auction for these two Goldbacks for 23. So about a $4 discount. So I figure I'm about $4 ahead, which is what my shipping cost me. So let's find out how I did with the foreign coin lot. Maybe what I'll do with this one. Give me just a second. I'm going to rearrange my camera to look down on the table so we can spread stuff out here. All right. Oh, there's the whatnot invoice, so we can see what I paid here. So there's the Goldbacks, which I got for 23 bucks, and the bag of coins I got for $14. So let's see how I did for my $14. It's kind of like a mystery bag because I just came into the room and saw the tail end of him adding stuff, and I thought, okay, I'm jumping in on this. So we're going to, maybe what I'll do is, as we look at each coin, I'll put a running total up here, just of melt value. So first thing we got is a 54 Roosevelt. And the next thing we got can't see it inside of this flip. He was just pulling stuff out and adding it. Come on, focus. I'm having real trouble getting this to focus today for some reason. Let me just see if I can see a date on here. It's a Canadian 10 cent. This is, I can't get a date off of it. The date would be on the back here. Unfortunately, the date's not cooperating. But this is going to be 925 silver. So we'll add that to the total. The next thing we have is a barber dime. 1914. That is pretty. What is the deal with my camera tonight? Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to stop and start my camera. Okay. So 1914 barber dime. That's working better. So there we have 3 dimes. Next item is 1966 British Honduras. So actually, I'm not sure if this one's silver. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, okay. So this one, it's a nice coin, but this one is copper nickel, so not silver. So we're going to put that one off over here to the side, and we're not going to count it into the total. 2000p, South Carolina, so this is just a quarter. So we'll add a quarter into the... We have 1951 50 centavos. I have a feeling this one's also Cooper nickel. We'll see here. 1951. Uh, 1951. Yes, nickel brass. So that's... So maybe the room knew what they were doing. 1916, 50% silver, Russia. Now, I have old Russian Empire coin, but I did not have a specifically Russia coin. So this is the first Kopecks that I have. So actually, this is in really nice shape, and maybe something that I want to put into my World Silver book. Yeah, that is really nice there. So we'll look up the value to that, and I'm going to add that in here at its numismatic value, because that's not just a circulated coin. All right, and we got a 1 gram art bar. We got a 2000D Massachusetts quarter, so that's a quarter. And the last item, we got a 1944D Philippines, one that I already have in my World Silver book, but it is worth a little bit of silver. It is 0.750 silver, so we'll add that in here, and we'll see how I did. All right, so as we can see up here, the final count there is just over $10 in melt. So I overpaid if all we got was melt at $14. But the Kopeck here really numismatically made the purchase worth it. You can see numismatic value. I was conservative and added this in at $10. I think if I were to sell this, for instance, out on eBay, that even after fees and everything, that I would probably clear at least $10 on this one. It is a really nice coin. Actually, I'm going to put up the Numista page here for this coin real quick. So one of the something I had said earlier was that this was a Russian coin and I had a Russian Empire. Well, you can see this one also is classified as Russian Empire. So it's not going to be a replacement coin exactly for the Russia coin that I have in my book already. So the one I already had in my book was actually the first year of minting here, and it's at 10 Kopecks instead of the 20. You can see Oh, no, that was right. There we go. So one thing you'll notice on this one, you see the mint marks down here? There's a BC. So that is something interesting about this coin. If you notice here, there is no BC there, no mint mark. So if we look down on the Numista page here, I'll put further down up, we can actually see where the mints are. And in 1916, there were 2 mints for this coin. One was Petrograd Mint. The other was a mint in Japan, the one without the initials. So the BC is the Russian mint in St. Petersburg. The one without the BC was minted in Japan. So maybe I'll tag Jamie in this one to show him the Russian coin that I have that's minted in Japan. So still a very nice coin. It's kind of saved the value for me for that purchase, and I think I'm still happy with the purchase, even though melt wasn't quite there. I mean, I'm just going to count the quarters as quarters. These I threw in there at $1.50 numismatic value. If I were to sell these up on eBay as individual coins, they might fetch a little bit more. You can see they had like $1 to $4 value on here. This one a little bit more. They said $4 to $12.50. I think that's optimistic. These would be coins that I'd probably put up on eBay and start a bidding listing as like $3 or so. And if they got bought at $3, after fees and transaction fees and paying for shipping, because I usually do free shipping if I sell coins, you end up clearing about $1.50. So I just counted these as $1.50 each. So I think that numismatic value is pretty realistic, actually, for what this lot was worth, given what I think that this Kopek actually is worth. So that's it. So we got our mystery coin lot. We had our Canadian half, our collection silvers, and then our gingerbread melt. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Oh, I guess I gotta throw the gold backs in here too. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and hope everybody's Wednesday goes well. Hump day. We're halfway through the week, and thank you for your subscriptions, your comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.